It's rolling.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome
To the Hilary and Tina
variety show!
Two best friends living together, so full of possibilities. Every day is a new adventure. The Hilary and Tina variety show. Let variety be our anthem. Oh, all the things we're gonna explore. Never bored when we're together. The Hilary and Tina variety show. A joke about grapes, Henry, sad T-Rex, Emily Dickinson, the Hilary and Tina variety show. Finger guns, pew pew pew, phantom lips, we can do whatever we want on the Hilary and Tina variety show. The Hilary and Tina variety show. The Hilary and Tina variety show.
I'm Hilary,
And I'm Tina,
and this is our variety show.
where we get to do whatever the heck we want.
Because whatever we do is in variety.
It's a variety. So today, we're eating cookie dough.
Because we can.
Oh wow. I just realized that every time we touch the table, the camera's gonna move.
Well, that's some variety. It's not every day that you have a video that moves a little. Some of them are solid, some of them move.
And sometimes you can get in between, like this. It's not quite a solid, but not quite a liquid. I'd say it's Jell-O.
Yes, I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Jell-O show. This is actually really, really good.
This is just super delicious, and I think we're not actually gonna end up baking any more of these cookies because we're gonna eat it all.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can get more stuff to make more
As
cookies.
long as you're okay with, not
Eating
baking.
half a pound of cookie dough.
Well, yes.
We can eat the ones that are over there, and if we think that those are more desirable than what we currently have.
I
then we
desire
can-
this quite a lot, though.
But you haven't had the baked ones.
That's also true.
And like a second when they're cool or cooler, we can like have some and
Yeah.
see if it's worth the effort.
Yeah. But it does smell like kitchen and it
It smells like what?
smells like Christmas in our kitchen.
It smells like Christmas in my mouth.
Mmm.
Tina, what was your favorite part of your summer?
Buying a mermaid tail.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I was about to say doing Footloose, which was also really amazing. But
You got a mermaid tail.
I bought a mermaid tail this summer, and it's like the most magical thing.
Be in a musical, become a Disney princess. Wait, or does it go the other way?
I want this one.
You became a real life Disney princess.
Kind of.
Pretty much. You can also talk to birds and animals, right?
Yes. Once, back up. My family.
Back up some more.
There's back up. Growing up, my childhood, when I was born.
Are you sure that's back far enough?
No, when the world was created,
There we go.
birds were made on one of the days of creation,
One of them.
and they sang songs, bird songs, if you will.
You don't say.
And then jump forward several hundred years at least.
That's all.
And someone invented a clock.
A few hundred years after the creation of birds.
Well, they had to keep
Someone made a
time
clock.
somehow.
Did you mean a sundial?
Maybe, I don't know. I
Go
wasn't
on.
there.
Go on with your story.
Then, perhaps, at least several thousand years after that,
What a jump.
my parents met, got married, had 3 children, the last one being me. And then One day, we received a package from my Aunt Vicky, and it was a bird clock. And this clock it had a different bird at every hour, saying a different, like it saying corresponding, bird call on every hour. Well, the 8 o'clock bird was the song sparrow, and it would go like that. And there was once, jump forward several more years, a couple years ago, I was working for this one woman, loading some stuff into her car from her garage, and a bird flew into her garage. And I said, how do I get this bird out of the garage? I really hope it's a song sparrow. And I went, and it flew out of the garage.
Amazing.
And I was like, I'm now officially a Disney princess.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
And then several years later, mermaid tail.
Mermaid tail. I talk to animals. I'm a mermaid. What more could you want? Hilary.
Yeah?
What was your favorite part of the summer?
Well, I was working at a camp, and my favorite part of working at the camp was not the work that I was doing. It was actually 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our show. 2 makes a variety.
I have a variety of things that I enjoyed this summer.
Yes.
The first was I created a game. It was like kind of a deck building game. It was based on all the staff people that were at camp. So there's the 3 bosses, and they're like kind of battling each other. It's based on like the 3 like most in charge people that came. They each have a special power, like special ability that you can use once a game, and their abilities are based on like something to do with what they do at camp. And then every staff member had a card, had their face on it. And so my friend Tyrant and I were making this game, and we made ourselves slightly stronger than everyone else because we made the game. So we're like, we can do whatever we want. Then we also held these special object cards. They were very good. We thought that helped you cross one on the kids. So we like made this game, and then we were test playing it for like the rest of the summer. And it was just so fun because it has so many inside jokes, and everyone that plays gets really like into when their card gets put out there and stuff. Even if they're played by someone else, they're like, that's me. It's very funny. Yeah, so that was one of my favorite things I did this summer. And the other one was during one of the camps, we had a theme. It was girls' camp. And during one of the theme nights was Girl Hero Night. And I dressed up as one of the moms that was at camp. And she's a pilot as well. So I made a cardboard airplane, like 3D, that I could wear.
Yes.
And it had like a propeller that moved and stuff. So I like wore that, and I wore clothes that she also wore. So I had to borrow these clothes. And then she also has like reddish hair, so I like braided my hair so it was curly. She has curly hair, and I showed up, and people like thought that I was her from the back, which was like,
yes,
doing my job.
Doing your job.
Yeah. And she just like died. She loved it so much, and she was like, I want to keep this airplane. This is amazing.
Yes.
The airplane has been since demolished. Very sad. Once I left camp, they were like, get that out of here.
Get it out.
But I did save it for like 3 weeks,
Aww.
maybe 4. Yeah, I wore it again for a later camp too. But creating those things was like my favorite.
So I'm directing Romeo and Juliet at a middle school, high school. Today, it was one of our days of auditions, and we just played games for auditions. So I asked everyone what if they had a superpower, what would it be? What's your favorite color? And then I made up a really random question on the spot for each person. And there was one girl, I asked her, what would your superpower be? And she said, I don't need a superpower. I'm already a girl. And I was like, yes, good, great. And everyone was like, yes! I was like, all right.
All right, I'm not gonna argue with that.
But you don't want like a mutant ability?
Like, not all girls can just like fly,
Or like,
have super strength,
or like
disappear,
telekinesis,
or teleportation,
or super speed. Water bending.
What would your superpower be?
Water bending.
Seriously?
I'm indecisive. #9.
I guess that explains why I would choose the one I would choose too.
What would you choose?
Flight. Sounds like the most fun. #7.
So when I was growing up, I used to be like, invisibility usually comes with force field, right? Like
If you watch The Incredibles.
Like Incredibles, Fantastic Four, very often invisibility is paired with force field. So when I was in middle school, I was like, I would want invisibility, but paired with phasing through things.
Ooh.
So that I wouldn't need force field. I could just, I mean, I wouldn't be able to like protect other things around me necessarily, but I would be
You could
able
go through walls.
I could go through walls. And then I was like, if I was invisible and could go through walls, what if I could also fly? And then I would just be a ghost. And then I was like, I also really like Frozone's powers in The Incredibles, but I also really like the like fire bending powers. What if I could do both and I called myself Icy Hot? Which is like not actually that great, but that was my thought process. I think, do we have a doorbell?
That sounded like a doorbell.
Someone rang the doorbell.
You gonna go check?
I guess so.
I'll wait for you. I'll miss you.
Hilary got to buy a regular size milk because she has a car now.
I have a car now.
It's a big deal.
Wow, that's enough. Thank you.
You said a big glass.
Yeah. Thanks. I just didn't want the mini glass.
Is that too much milk?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I can drink it all.
Okay.
And I won't feel sick.
I'm lactose intolerant.
But sometimes you eat it anyway.
Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, not milk. I don't do regular, like that's gross. But,
I'm from Wisconsin, so.
but like ice cream and cheese.
You ever just eat straight butter?
You can come in and have a cookie.
I have a car now.
You have a car now.
And the very first thing that I did, like I literally signed the like whatever, all the things to get a car to be yours. I was in the parking lot of the grocery store, but I was like farther away. So I took my newly acquired car, drove closer to the grocery store, and then just bought a ton of groceries. And just bought a lot of heavy things because I was like, I can get heavy things now and I don't have to carry them.
Yes!
It was very exciting.
Good.
And I got things like milk and I guess that was maybe the only thing that I got that was really like
Ice cream?
time sensitive. I didn't get ice cream till later.
No.
Like the next day.
Yeah.
The next day.
Next day she got ice cream.
Why didn't I get it in the first round? I don't know.
I don't know. It was on sale though.
It was on sale. Should have gotten 2. Maybe next time.
Next time.
Yeah, last year when I didn't have a car, because I had a car, didn't have a car for like over a year, and I ate way less ice cream than I would say is normal for someone such as myself.
Yeah. But you have a car now.
I have a car now. I'm gonna eat way more ice cream.
Yeah.
It's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
In this September day.
We can call it a new year. Because
It
this
feels
is
completely new.
It is. Everything's new.
Everything's new to me right now.
Yeah. New
New
house,
job,
new
new
car,
house.
new job,
New roommates.
new roommates.
Do you have any fun car stories?
My car's name is Wanda.
That's my mom's name.
That's the story.
Now I will never forget the name of your car. My first car was a plum Saturn. And I'm not into naming cars. I'm generally like a, maybe not,
Yeah.
sort of person for the names. But it was a plum colored car. So I was like, I think I'm gonna have to name this one Professor Plum. So I named him Professor Plum. And then after that I was like, I'm not gonna name another car. Professor Plum met an untimely demise. So then I had to get a different car. And I was like, I'm not gonna name this one. But this one had a green grille. It was a silver car with a green grille.
That's very peculiar.
It's very, very odd. So I was like, well, and this has green. Like, it's very specifically green. So I called him Mr. Green. and it went with like the theme of
Blue.
things. But now this car is beige, which doesn't fit.
Beige. Fun fact, beige in Italian is beige. That's another story. You can finish yours first.
Great. No, so this one doesn't have a clue name anyway right now. I'm kind of thinking of calling it Redemption, because it's like Saturn round 2. This one's also Saturn. So it's like the redemption round of Saturn for me.
Yeah. Alright. The beige story.
Yeah.
In high school, my mom got these Learn Italian on the Go CDs.
Because you're Italian.
Because we're Italian. For some reason, they wound up with me in my car. I think I wanted them. I still have them. But the way these CDs are set up, it's this guy named John who meets this Italian girl at the gym, and he wants to impress her by speaking Italian. And so then he learns Italian to like talk to her. They like break into song to teach these words and phrases.
What?
Okay. And so you hear, it's like this story, almost like a radio show. And then he like meets this girl, Francesca. And then like the next day he wakes up and he hears this voice and he's like, what's that? And it's like, it's Signor Rossi, your favorite Italian teacher. And it's just like the voice of Signor Rossi is like in his mind or something. But he's trying to figure out what he wants to wear that day. And he opens up his closet and he starts singing this song. It's like, look at the colors of my life. Guarda I colori della mia vita. I colori della mia vita. The colors of my life. And it like lists out colors, right? And it's like red and then rosa and but yeah, right? But then they get to beige because I guess beige is in his closet.
It's a color that everyone should know.
It's true. It goes beige, beige. And I used to listen to these CDs with my friend Andrew when we would carpool for marching band in high school.
Beige.
And Andrew was like my friend that wished he was Italian and knew Greek, and I am Italian and Greek. So we got along. And it's like, beige.
Beige.
We would say that all the time. And then at the end of the second disc, it's like Francesca and John, like John finally works up the nerve to ask Francesca on a date, right? And he's trying to ask, like, you know, like, what do you want to do? So then the song is about like different activities that you can do, right? Like going to a museum or for a walk in the park. And at one point in the song, Francesca goes, and well, I'll preface this by saying the first time Andrew and I listened to this, but we were like parked in his driveway because it was the last song. We gotta finish it before he goes inside. So we're listening to John ask Francesca out and like the song that they're singing about the different activities, and then Francesca goes, how about something a little more physical? And Andrew opens the door and falls out of the car. And then we hear the like voiceover person go, what sports do you like? And it takes us to like basketball.
Have you heard my story about beige?
No.
At camp this summer, one of the weeks I was a camp counselor for the 16 to 19-year-olds. And all of us get team colors, and they have shirts. And I was given a beige shirt. Like, that was our team color, it was beige. And I was not thrilled. I was really hoping for like yellow.
Yeah.
Like a really bright, sunny, like.
And yellow's the best color, obviously.
Well, apparently everyone actually wanted yellow. A lot of people wanted yellow. Like,
because it's the best
can't
color.
blame them, but I had beige though, and I was like all the other colors are real colors, and I got beige.
Don't let beige hear you say it's not a real color.
My car, don't let my car hear. So I was like, oh man, like we're gonna have to do something about that. So we did name ourselves the Beige Babes.
Yeah.
And then we go, Beige Babes! And stuff. And then also, talking to my team, my co-leader, we decided that we would many times wear beige onesies. because we wanted this to
Where did you
never.
get a beige
Well, just like we'd wear our beige shirt with beige shorts.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Like we'd have like khaki shorts sort of deal.
Because you gotta make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were like a couple days that we both wore our beige shirts with our beige shorts, just to like be so ridiculous that hopefully they'd never have beige shirts again.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a terrible color.
That's a sad choice.
Like
right there.
it's a camp. You're supposed to have like bright colors.
What were the other colors?
Beige, like green and like
Like
blue.
how many other
There were
teams were
two
there?
different colors of purple. There was like a lighter purple and a darker purple.
Then you can by all means have a light blue and a dark blue.
I think there were light blue. There was like a navy and a like a
Or
sky
a light
blue.
green.
That we
and
could have
a-
done.
Yeah.
There was like orange,
pink.
red. We didn't have a pink
You
team.
could have had a pink team.
Could have had a pink team. I could have been on pink. But I was on beige. It's beige. Yeah. So that's my story about beige.
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 I think I made some jokes like, if you had a shirt that described your personality, what would it look like? And it would be like, beige.
Beige.
Beige. Wow, I'm so glad I know the Italian word now.
Gonna go to Italy, and
Yeah.
people will be like, "Buongiorno," and you'll be like, "Beige." Buonasera. Beige.
There's just so many contexts. that
So
this
much you
mean.
can do with that, you know.
Beige.
Beige.
Is that right? Are you saying it differently than me?
Beige.
Beige. Beige.
You just put on a fake Italian accent.
Beige.
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 Beige. Great.
Well, this has been.
This has been.
Has been, always will be.
Wow. Whoa. I mean, like, I knew this was a committed relationship.
Like this, what we just did,
Oh.
will
okay.
always be
The first episode.
of the Hilary and Tina variety show.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for tuning in. Variety.
Variety. Variety.
Variety.
Variety.
Variety.
Variety. Do you know how to make lasers come out of our fingers?
I'll learn.
This one doesn't. This one's broken though.